Confusion over whether or not the Mamelodi taxi strike has been called off. The Gauteng provincial government denies that an agreement has been reached.
According to taxi bosses, an agreement was reached over the release of impounded taxis. The standoff started last week when taxi groups violently resisted Autopax buses taking over Putco routes in the township. Taxis were impounded after Operation Fiela was rolled out.
It was another chaotic day in Mamelodi. A total shutdown of taxis inconveniencing thousands of commuters.
We are affected. I don't know what can I say. Because of it's cold, no transport and everything is hectic.
The Denebom and Mahube taxi ranks were deserted. Hawkers, two victims of the week-long disputes.
As hawkers, we are too affected about what is happening around here.
59 taxis were impounded for various transgressions. Taxi bosses say they were being targeted unfairly.
We are not happy about the turnout today because of our commuters, but the membership have listened to the leadership of the taxi industry for the cry of all the members of the taxi industry which their cars have been impounded.
Earlier, taxi operators threatened to extend the shutdown to the whole of Gauteng if they did not get their impounded vehicles back. Initially, police said those taxis would have to undergo roadworthy tests before they could be released. This seems to have been abandoned. The taxis will be released tomorrow morning. Another meeting with the Premier has been scheduled.
For the latest, we're now joined on the line by Thapelo Moiloa from the Gauteng Community Safety Department. A very good evening to you. There seems to be some confusion. Has the strike indeed been called off? Has there been some sort of agreement between taxi operators and the department?
We can confidently confirm that no deal was struck with the Taxi Association for the 55 taxis which were impounded for the operations to come to normality. The 55 were impounded were, on different violations, operating without permit, where the driver must pay admission of guilt and proof of ownership, and a copy of the permit must be produced before such a vehicle can be released. Some vehicles, they were driving without driver's license, where in the event that a vehicle has to be released, a fine will be issued to the owner who authorized the driver, and when such fine is paid, that's when the vehicle will be released. And some which were impounded for going out, being unroadworthy, there is a payment of fine and the proof of qualification for registration of the vehicle, and until such is paid, we cannot actually release any of the vehicles, and we need to categorically state to say that consumer choice must be at the help of this, because law enforcement is non-negotiable. So we can confirm that no deal has been struck with any of the taxi associations for them to operate, to resume their operations tomorrow, or to halt their strike tomorrow.
So then you're confirming now that no agreement has been reached. What then is going to happen tomorrow? Because it seems like the taxi operators have called off the strike, saying that you will indeed release the vehicles, and you're now confirming that you're not going to release it. So what's going to happen? Is there some sort of meeting that's going to take place where you're going to talk to them and you're going to try to iron out some sort of agreement?
A meeting is scheduled between the Taxi Association and the Premier of Gauteng, and I cannot disclose what will the resolution be out of the meeting that will take place tomorrow. But as the matter stands of now, no deal has been struck. The taxis are still impounded as we speak, and until such time that the Premier may say that out of the meeting that he had with the Taxi Association, later release the vehicles, we will do so. But we need also to state categorically that law enforcement is non-negotiable. So until tomorrow's meeting, for now, we still said we don't have any deal with them.
So are you saying that commuters need to make other plans for travel tomorrow morning? Those that intended using taxis to get perhaps to work, are they going to have to make contingency plans?
Of course, the commuters, normally when taxi conflicts are happening, they are caught in the crossfire, and obviously they need to make an informed choices whether they would go with the taxis or to look for alternative transport. And for now, let them look for alternative transport, because we cannot guarantee as of now that the 55 taxis that have been impounded will be released by tomorrow morning. They'll be on the road. We can say that will not happen until the sitting with the Premier takes place. And, of course, the Premier of Gauteng, I don't think he can say we have to be lenient to the position that we have taken already to say, let's take these taxis off the road for these various traffic violations.
Is the department taking any measures or making any special arrangements in terms of what will happen tomorrow? The reason I'm asking is because sometimes these situations turn volatile, as we've seen earlier with the Putco bus and the Autopax routes. And is there going to be any sort of police contingent that will be deployed just in case the taxi drivers are irate and take to the streets?
We have deployed our members across the board, where we have actually even increased, the visibility on our roads. So they will be on the lookout for any eventuality. They will be able to deal with the situation. And we can even say we are not actually just targeting Mamelodi. Just today alone, 22 taxis were impounded in the Val for the same offences that are happening on the road. But we can actually confirm that the commuters must feel free tomorrow to look for alternative transport. Their security will be guaranteed. We have deployed members to be on the lookout for any eventuality. They will be on the lookout in all the areas of Gauteng to check where any forms of intimidation that will be coming from the taxi operators. We will be on the lookout, and we are ready to face any eventuality that may arise.
Thank you very much for your time. Confirmation there that no agreement has been made between taxi operators and the department, so those taxis will not be returned to the taxi operators, as you heard.